I'm good where I am, and you know, and I'm a big fan of Khabib. I enjoy watching him fight, and you know, I look forward to see his fight against Justin Gaethje, and I'm going to be a commentator during his fight live, and it's going to be amazing. I mean, I'm very excited for this fight, and if there's one man that can beat Khabib right now, it's Justin. So, you know, Justin is very hard. It's not going to be a walk in the park. So it's going to be, as a fan, I'm very excited for that fight.
And that'll, of course, be for RDS in Montreal, correct? The network.
Exactly. So, you know, fighting, it's a young man's game. You know what I mean? I don't say I'm old now, but I don't have much time left. I would never fight past 40 years old. That's not my goal, and I knew it before. And now I'm 39. I still get it. I feel I'm still in my prime, but stars need to be aligned. You know.
So there is a little bit of a creak in the window. You're not 40 yet. You're saying there's a chance, George.
The chances are very low. I highly doubt it. It's not because of Khabib. I believe it's because of the UFC. We've tried 3 years ago, and 3 years ago was very flexible. We try everything, and it didn't work 3 years ago. So now I don't see why it will work now. I think it's the best interest for the UFC, if I put myself in their shoes, to keep the ball rolling, to have another contender that challenge Khabib, that could beat him, to if he wins, the title stay in UFC. I run away with the 170. I run away with the 185. They surely not want me to come back and be there and the undefeated champion and run away again. So I think for a business purpose, it's a big risk to take, you know, and I don't think they're willing to do it. It's logical.
How do you see that fight with Khabib and Justin Gaethje going?
You can't bet against Khabib. For me, he's the best fighter right now on the planet. He's the best right now. Everybody knows what he's gonna try to do, but nobody figure out a way to avoid it. You know, Khabib put an incredible, relentless pressure. He always start the fight, you know, going a little bit defensive, so he moves a lot, and I think will be when Justin need to take advantage of that. You know, in the beginning, you need to be respected standing up and put pressure right from the beginning, because Khabib doesn't put the pressure right in the beginning. Sometimes he moves around a little bit, but as the fight picks up, he's relentless. He's like a leech. You know, he stay on you, on top of you, and he doesn't let you go, and it's very, very hard to deal with him. Justin need to find a way to stay in the middle of the cage, you know, to make these crazy exchange, you know, like phone book exchange, like swinging exchange happen, you know, and that's his best chance to fight Khabib, you know, and Khabib on the other hand need to push the fight towards the fence, you know, use his pressure and use his wrestling skills to put Justin down and close the distance. Because when you fight a guy like Justin Gaethje, he hits very, very hard. So the best position to be is all the way out or all the way in. You don't want to be in the middle of an exchange with him, because that's when things get very, very dangerous. So it's a dangerous fight for both guys. But I believe if I had to put my money on someone, of course, you cannot bet against Khabib. His pedigree speaks for itself.
A couple of the quick things, George, and I know you're busy, and I appreciate the time that you've taken today to chat with us. You're the last title you held was the middleweight title, and Israel Adesanya has kind of broken out now as the standout UFC middleweight champion, best 185er in the world. What are your thoughts on Israel Adesanya?
Oh, he's fantastic. I watched his fight the other day. He's amazing. He's a perfect fighter. He's clean. He's he's great image. Great dancer as well, very entertaining, and he's got it all. He's got a charisma and everything. He's a good role model, you know, and he has his own style, you know, in a way that he does stuff sometimes that shock people, that you know, in terms of stuff he does after the fight, but it's all about like love me, hate me, but don't ignore me, and he has his own style. He's very entertaining, and then we live in the entertainment business. we're fighters, but we're in the entertainment business, and our job is to entertain the audience, and he's doing it very, very well.